Hi, I'm Orlando Jose with DCTV News. You're here at downtown Stockton at the Mexican Heritage Center, and I'm going to hand it over to our news reporter, Gustavo Lopez.
Thank you, Orlando. Hi, I'm Gustavo Lopez, and today I'm here inside the Mexican Heritage Center here in downtown Stockton, located at the corner of Market Street and Sutter. And today's a very special day as we are here to celebrate the Dia de los Muertos. Behind this threshold is the land of the dead. And basically, that's what the Dia de los Muertos is all about. It's a day to celebrate and venerate our ancestors who, in our culture, we believe are here with us every day and to guide us not only into the present but into the future. Hi. Some of us on Day of the Dead will visit the local cemetery to pay respects to our loved ones. In conjunction to that, many in our Mexican culture have gotten into the custom of shrine building. It's just a very unique artwork here, form of art that we do here to honor the dead. However, not all shrines are glum. Some of them celebrate the long and fulfilling lives of the elderly, as, for example, this young lady here is venerating her abuelita, who passed away several years ago. And she's going to tell us briefly a little background on her work of art here.
Well, I dedicated this altar to my grandma. She was a very traditional woman. She liked dance and she was very religious. So I wanted to, make that an influence to make my altar based on what she liked. And some of her favorite foods. Since she's Nicaraguan, I made some.
So the Day of the Dead transcends not only Mexico but all of Mesoamerica.
Of course.
Yes, Mesoamerica, and that's the wonderful thing about this, and that this is a very special day for our indigenous past. Thank you. Okay, I'm here with Nikki Smith, and she helped put together this wonderful exhibit and program. In your own words, what is it about the Dia de los Muertos that you love the most?
I love the fact that it's honoring our families, that we reflect on where we've come from. I'm actually the chairperson of the committee that put this together, and I was actually reading a lot of the stories about the families that are being honored this evening. And it's just very touching to read everybody's story and see how everybody relates. It's just been a.
Can you please tell all the youth out there here in Stockton, why is it important to celebrate the Day of the Dead, but also not just celebrate the Day of the Dead, but be in touch with their ancestry and their heritage? And why the Mexican Heritage Center should be a place that should be thriving. And it is thriving. It's making a comeback here in Stockton. And what is the importance of it?
The importance of the observation of Dia de Muertos is that the youth of this area need to connect with their roots. The celebration encompasses a lot of the traditions that we in the Mexican Heritage Center hope that kids will not forget. They have a lot of tradition and also a lot of misinformation about what El Dia de los Muertos is all about. This is a day where we honor a traditional view of death as celebrated and observed in Mexico primarily. There's other parts of the world that do that also, but the richness of the culture of Mexico has endured, and this is what we celebrate and what we are trying to maintain and keep as far as the essence of heritage here for our kids. The youth of today seem to be getting things secondhand, and we're not afraid that they're going to forget everything, but we're afraid that they're going to perhaps confuse it with Halloween, which it is not. Ours is a mixture of a religious and an indigenous approach and belief in death or non-death, because we believe the soul continues. And on this particular day, el Dia de los Muertos, the soul of our loved ones will come and look for their altar, their ofrenda, their offering that the family or friends have placed there for them. It's so important that the culture uh, remains with the youth because the culture offers hope, passion, and richness. And it is through pride in the endless amount of culture that comes from our Mexico that is going to enrich the lives of the young people. They just need to look into it and find out that there is dance, there's music, there's poetry, there's literature, everything rolled into one. And this is what we celebrate here and hope that we can maintain and keep for a very, very long time.
Yes, because our ancestors are very much speaking to us right now.
Yes, they are. We believe that we are in touch with them on this day. And you can see the color, you can hear the noises, you can smell the food.
The energy in the air.
You can feel the energy.
Yeah.
And unluckily and luckily, we have one day to put this whole thing together. And then, of course, we hope that everybody will visit us during this period. It's a 4-week event that we're going to have the art, the exhibition, and the altars for viewing.
Thank you very much, Rudy.
You're entirely welcome.
Thank you.
I think we all have been there when you're sitting there with your mom and your dad, and they're telling you these stories about history of what they've been through, what they've done, and sometimes it's repeated over and over to where the time you go, ay ya ma, ya pues, ya lo oí la historia. But think about it. Now we have a place of our own here, and I just want to congratulate the Mexican Heritage for so much work. I remember I walked in here, and in fact, Gracie brought me in here, and she was showing me around, and I looked around, and in the back of my head, I was scratching my head thinking, is Gracie crazy or what? You know, it was, if you look at it now, oh my God, it's beautiful. So, to all of you guys, congratulations for all your hard work. It really paid off. Thank you very much.
And now I would like to introduce our president of the Mexican Heritage Center, Jean Acevedo.
Muchas gracias. Good afternoon, everyone. I know that today is definitely a day of celebration, but on behalf of the board, on behalf of the many volunteers, and on behalf of all of the community, I want to thank each and every one of you. I want to thank all of the folks that put together the altares, everyone that has been working so diligently for many years for the Heritage Center to happen. And as I'm chatting with you, I actually just got back from San Francisco. I wanted to highlight one item, and that is, if you have any doubts that Stockton is a beautiful city, look around you. Look around this beautiful building. Look around the beauty that we have to offer here in San Joaquin County, the beauty that Stockton has to offer. It is you that makes it beautiful. So I want to give a round of applause to all of you for making this city such a beautiful city. And especially for making the Mexican Heritage Center and Gallery a wonderful place to be. I want to thank all of the board members, the past presidents, all of the individuals that have worked so diligently to make it happen. As some of you guys may be aware, the building needed a little bit of a facelift, and I think we did it. So, equipo, team, we did it. Thank you so much. I'm going to turn it over to our interim executive director, Joel Reina, so that he can say a couple of words as well. Thank you. Joel?
Hi. I also wanted to recognize that we have from Tracy, the president of the Tracy Unified School District Board, Mr. Walter Gobea. How about a round of applause? And I know that we want to get back to the altares. I know that we want to get back to the refrescos, so I'm not going to keep you much longer. I just want to say this center is for you. This center is for la comunidad. The congressman has said this, the supervisor has said this, the board president has said this. I'm just echoing what everybody already knows, what you folks already know. Este centro es de ustedes, es nuestra casa. So we invite you to come often. We invite you to become a member. Dr. Madrid has membership applications. It's a very small amount. We're also looking for people to sponsor the completion of the center. If you look around, there's some details, algunos detalles que nos faltan. The floors aren't completely done. We're looking for people to adopt different rooms and paint and decorate and put it together. We're going to put together a donor wall, so if you're interested in becoming a member, if you're interested in sponsoring a particular event, please let me know. We'd be happy to work with you. Anyway, thank you all very much. Thank you to the people who performed. Buenas tardes.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you for coming. I hope you enjoyed yourself and continue to enjoy the evening. Now we have Luis Martinez. Luis Martinez will be performing for the rest of the evening.
Buenas noches, damas y caballeros. Vamos a empezar ahora la última parte del programa, la música. Nosotros somos Luis Martínez y el trío Romance de Stockton. Antes de empezar la primera canción, quiero presentarles a todos. My name is Luis Martinez, and I'm with the Luis Martinez and the Romance Trio.
Okay, without further ado, we're going to start the first song, and it goes something like this.
Sin ti es inútil vivir, como inútil será el quererte olvidar.
See this music here. This is what it's all about, folks. This music here reminds me of my parents falling in love. It's what as I imagine those times in the 50s and the 60s. But that's what Dia de los Muertos is all about. It's about not just venerating your elders, but venerating where you come from. And I'm happy to announce that the Mexican Heritage Center is alive and well. Not only are we celebrating death, because death isn't the end. Death is part of the cycle. It's a rebirth. And here we are celebrating the rebirth of the Mexican Heritage Center in its new building. These wood floors today, they were put in Sunday, these wood floors. All of this work has been done recently. Mexican Heritage Center, which is your home as well. A place for you to come and to reconnect to your past, to your present, and to your future. I'm Gus Lopez reporting from Delta College TV News. Thank you. Hi, I'm here with one of our venerated congressmen, Mr. Jerry McNeary. Hi, I'm Gus Lopez. Mr. McNeary, this is obviously this is great for the community. What can you tell the citizens of Stockton of the importance of having this cultural center, not just for Mexican Americans, but for the entire community as a whole?
Well, one thing I want to say is everyone in Stockton should come here and see what's going on, because there's a lot of energy and a lot of enthusiasm, but there's a lot to offer to the whole community in terms of the culture, in terms of the music, the art that we have here, and just a feeling of community spirit that we see, that I'm seeing and feeling tonight.
Yeah, that's great. So what you're saying is we can all learn from each other in this diverse community that we live in, and this is what Stockton is representative of, this diversity of this nation.
That's exactly right. Stockton's a great city, and the reason it's great, and the reason it's going to be great, is because of the diversity and the energy in this community.
Yes. Thank you very much, Congressman. Thank you, David. Thank you very much. Here you have our very own congressman here. We're very privileged to have him here today and supporting this commencement of this building here, of this cultural center. If you can hear the music in the background, this is what it's all about, guys. This is the music that reminds me of my parents falling in love. This is what they grew up on. And part of the Dia de los Muertos is really about not just venerating your parents and your elders, but venerating your past and knowing where you come from. And that's what it's all about here. I am here today and celebrating the Dia de los Muertos. It's not just about celebrating death, because it's not a glum thing. It's actually death is part of the cycle. It's a rebirth. And with saying that, the Mexican Heritage Center, what we're experiencing today is a rebirth of the cultural center, as this building that we're in today has been remodeled recently. The wood floors have been put in this Sunday. And this is the new home of the Mexican Cultural Center, in its significance that it's in the heart of downtown Stockton. This is a great place. This is a place you can call home. I hope to see you all come here to visit sometime. The exhibit's going to go on for another 4 weeks. We hope to see you there. And one last thing, I want to thank Orlando Jose for giving me the opportunity to cover this story. Have a good night. Gus Lopez reporting from DCTV News.